All right, yo, welcome to the midweek show, people. From Arne Slot, the Liverpool manager, accusing the Premier League of being boring. Like he's forgetting that his team were the champions last season and they meant to set the pace this season. But anyway, forget that because the Premier League responded to his accusation with Chelsea smashing Aston Villa 4-1. My goodness. Arsenal maintaining 7 point clear on Man City. And obviously, Manchester United losing to Newcastle. Now, as everything is just blown. Don't forget what's going on in Iraq as well, in America and the whole war and everything like that with Iran and everything. It's just crazy. I don't know which one is more interesting. But anyway, them lot, they're just fighting for oil and gas. They're just trying to put me and you in debt. You feel me? But I hope they just resolve everything. It's just too much killings. It's only me and you that pay for the price. But anyway, forget the whole lot. Let's go back into Premier League football. Where do I begin with? My goodness. Let's see. I've got some games written down there. You feel me? So let's go to Liverpool. Obviously, from the accusation, he lost what's it called? 2-1 to the league. Bottom of the league, Wolves. Like, I don't get it. Like that's just madness. They just gotta qualify for Champions League this season. That's the minimum that's required for Liverpool and Arne Slot. I'm hearing somewhere that if they fail to qualify for Champions, they could be losing to up to 100 million or so. That could be just disaster for them. So big up to Wolverhampton, and it's not easy to be playing relegation team. Big up, big up. So anyway, let's go to, let's just look at the games. Let's just look at the games before I start picking on games. You feel me? Like, yep, like Bournemouth played Brentford. Yeah, that was a new. Everton 2-0 to Burnley. Leeds lost 2-1 and 1-0 to Sunderland. Wolverhampton, like I said, mentioned that they won 2-1 to Liverpool. Aston Villa lost 4-1 to Chelsea. Brighton lost 1-0 to Arsenal and Fulham lost 1-0 to West Ham. Man City drew 2-2 to Nottingham Forest and Newcastle obviously beat Manchester United 2-1. So now let's break some of these games down. Where do we go to? We've already talked about Liverpool. So let's go to Chelsea and Aston Villa. My goodness, we already know we're fighting for Champions League spot with Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea and Aston Villa are all involved in this top 5 race to the Champions League. We could even get up to 7 teams next season, but they just have to do the job first. I think top 5 is automatically guaranteed. So for Aston Villa to lose this game, I'm a bit shocked. 4-1 at home as well. I understand they're carrying lots of injuries. I feel sorry for Aston Villa, man. They need to just get into Europe somehow. If they can't make Champions League, at least get into Europe. I don't know how, what that leaves, Emery, the coach. So big up to Chelsea anyway for beating them. They just made a statement. You feel me? Cole Palmer scoring his goal as well. You feel me? A lot of people are saying he's played too many games. You feel me? So I don't know, man. This is what you guys signed those contracts for, man. There's no easy games out here, So big up to Chelsea and Aston Villa, man. Well done to that game. That was just cracking game. The Premier League ain't boring. I don't know what Arne Slot is talking about, man. So then obviously, let's move on to the team that's chasing Arsenal. You feel me? That's Man City. They drew 2-2 to who they play right here. They beat 2-2 to Aston Villa. Well done to Nottingham Forest, man. That's just crazy, yo. Like, if Semenyo scoring his goal, obviously he's just being on top of his form since he's joining Rodri. Good to see him back on form as well. This is the perfect time. But Man City will be a little bit disappointed, for losing a couple of points. You feel me? Like that's just gonna feel like a defeat for them. You feel me? That's just 7 points clear now. So well done to Nottingham Forest. At least, yeah, Arsenal will be happy for that one. Another game I'm gonna go into is we've already talked about the Chelsea and Aston Villa. Arsenal, as they won 1-0 to Brighton. Yes, the league leaders, they maintained 7 points clear. That's great for them. Saka scoring his goal. After he's signed his contract, he's just been on top of this game. Well done to Saka, man. Big up. Unlucky to Brighton, you feel me? So you would expect Arsenal to score more goals after the manager even said he would like to score more goals from set pieces. So I was expecting more goals from set pieces. So anyway, who cares? As long as they deliver, you feel me? So that's how it goes. There's teams that's been playing in the Premier League that's come to pack the bus. And what do we have to do? We have to adjust the game. We all have to adjust. You see me? Till today, there's still teams that's packing the bus. And that's been a gameplay in football for so long. So Arsenal winning with set pieces, that's just their gameplay. We just have to put in the Guinness Book of Record. You feel me? So big up to Arsenal. Maintain the league, man. Another game I'm gonna go into, obviously, my beloved team, Manchester United. Michael Carrick losing his first game against Newcastle. So that's a great win for Newcastle because they've got some big games coming up. I mean, like after this game, they go to Barcelona, they've got Man City, I think Chelsea. It's just gonna be mayhem for Newcastle. You know, they call themselves big boys, so they just have to turn up. You feel me? So that's it, guys. Yeah, there's gonna be a break. You feel me? You know, there's gonna be a break before the FA Cup weekend. But let's look at the Premier League table right now. Let's check what's going on, y'all. Let's check what's going on, people. You know, it's crazy. Yep, as you can see right now, people. Arsenal 7 points clear. Man City is still there. It's not all over. Manchester United still remain third. Aston Villa fourth. You know, everything is still tight out here. You feel me? Anything can change come end of the season all the way to the end. You see me? A couple of teams there, Wolverhampton, with all their wins, they still remain bottom. You feel me? So anything can happen. Like we already know, Spurs play tomorrow against Crystal Palace. That's a London derby. That's gonna be crazy. Another lose for Tottenham just brings them lower, brings them down to the relegation battle. That's just gonna be mayhem if they go down. So let's keep an eye on that. Yeah. So guys, that's it for your Premier League midweek games. You feel me? That's FA Cup. And yeah, that's against Wolves and Liverpool. That's another chance for Wolves to beat Liverpool. So keep it going, Wolves, y'all. Catch you in the next one, people.